Are you tired of getting fake leads and chasing dead ends? In this newly updated tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get high quality leads while filtering out the fake ones using kvCORE's new custom pages and landing page features. So if you're ready to maximize lead generation and boost your real estate business, keep watching for the full tutorial. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 17 years of marketing experience specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you'd like to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you'd like to get my resources, training, courses, and coaching for free at no extra cost or split to you, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link down below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. So let's dive into today's topic. All right, so we're back today with an updated tutorial. I had done this last year, but kvCORE has updated some features on the way you do landing pages, and now some exciting features on doing your own custom pages where you almost have a page builder now that we really didn't have before. So I'm gonna cover the page builder in another video, but I wanna talk about the exciting ways that now you can create a landing page, and now you can even update those landing pages in the future. You weren't able to do that before. And so the premise of this tutorial is a lot of you are struggling with lead capture. You're not struggling with lead generation. That's actually super easy. It's easy to get a name and email address, whether it's through a paid ad, social media, YouTube. But the problem is a lot of you are redirecting them to content where you're not capturing the lead, which we've talked about that problem before, or you're capturing the lead, but you're not verifying that they gave you the right information. And a lot of you, if it's a landing page, let's say to download your buyer's guide, your seller's guide, or maybe it's a list of homes, under 500,000, or I used to do an ad, check out the latest open houses this weekend, and I would redirect them to a link. The problem with that is they can just put whatever information they want in, and you've redirected them to a link that gave them the information they need, and they might go with another realtor. They might, ghost you altogether. So how do we prevent that? And one way is that no matter what we're sending them, let's say they give us their email address, we're sending them to their email address the link to download, to go view that squeeze page, or to go view that saved search result in kvCORE. Before we give them any information, we're emailing it to them and redirecting them. Instead of the PDF and redirecting them to that, we're redirecting them to a generic thank you page that says, thank you for requesting this resource. We have emailed it to you. Please go check your email, check your spam, whatever. I'll give you that lingo. And that's what we want to do, because if they don't give us the right email address or phone number, you can text it as well. Guess what? They're not getting the information, and they're going to realize, oh, I guess I got to go put my real email address in. Even if they give you the fake name, that's fine, but we need real contact information, because at the end of the day, if they don't give you real information, you never generated a lead. You need to be able to get in contact with a lead for it to be considered an actual lead. So I'm going to show you step-by-step how to do that in this new feature that kvCORE has. It's a little complicated. Even I yesterday struggled a little bit with it because it's just depending where things are organized. But I'm also going to show you how to create an automation inside kvCORE where you don't have to use Zapier in there. We can create a custom smart campaign that will naturally nurture our buyers, but we can add a step above that to where it automatically sends them the resource first and then starts the queue for everything else. So if you want to learn how to do that, I'm going to share my screen and show you step by step how to do this setup. And this will help you filter out those fake leads and stop chasing dead ends. All right, so if you've been using kvCORE for a while, you've probably noticed when you come to pages, you've got some more templates and things here where you can actually create and have more customization of your page. You still don't have full control like you would your own custom website, but this is a great step forward. I'm glad to see this. There's all templates about us. You can create a buyer's guide page, like that's actually giving the information on the buyer's guide. Instead of maybe a download, you get their information and redirect them here. So all these different pages that you can choose from, these are templates, or you can just create your own custom page, which would look like this, just a blank page, kind of looks like the email builder. And then you can make your page, which we'll go over. Before, when we made landing pages, we get to that platform, we would have to come over here, select our domain, and click Start Building or click Past Landing Pages. If we clicked Start Building, watch what happens. It's this like lunky builder, which you can still use, but you don't get options to really change much. You can't change the logo. You can't change the email and all that. You can't add first and last name, nothing. But this worked for people that just needed to get something up. Or if you needed to edit it, you didn't have a choice to do that. And before, we couldn't even go view the link, because if you click view link, this pops up and there's no way to edit it. So kvCORE is definitely moving forward, especially with their merging with Bold Trail. We're going to see a lot more website customization coming out, which is great because we need that. So we don't have to do it this archaic way anymore. We're just going to come over here. We're going to go to landing and lead capture, and then we're going to select this one, and then we're going to see this pop up. Okay. Now, one thing I want to talk about is when we're on this page, once they enter the information before, it would redirect them to a URL. And a lot of you are just redirecting to the PDF. So they've entered fake information. They still got their resource and you got a fake lead. And technically you didn't get a lead because you can't contact them. So what we're going to do instead is redirect them to a generic thank you page. And we're going to edit our smart campaign, which I'm going to show you. And we're going to add the first step of sending them the link to the PDF. So if they didn't give us the right email address, or you could text them the link as well, if they put their phone number, then they're not going to get that information. So they would have to go back and do it again. So before we can create our landing page, we need to create a generic thank you page. So I've already pulled this up. If you come here, you're going to click on create custom page, and this is going to take you to a blank page where you can build it. You can add rows and columns. You can see all the different column types, a lot more options that you have to make a decent looking web page. Now, it's not the same as creating your own website, but it's going to give more customizations to your kvCORE IDX website. So first thing we're going to do is give it a title. Just do thank you just like that. Come over here, just make sure the slug is thank -u. And then you can come in here and put, oops, see, spelling mistake. Thank you, dash download your free guide. And that way, no matter what we send it to download, they can get a free guide of something. Okay. The rest of this, you don't need to worry about filling out. Category, you just want to say resources. It probably isn't a category you have, so you can just say add new category, type in resources, and you'll be good to go. Click save. Now we're going to build the page. We're going to keep this one very simple. I'm going to do another video on how to build custom pages in here, and we're going to build one together. But we're just going to start out. We're going to drag a title. So you're going to drag it right here. And then we're just going to say, and I have some text already from my previous video, so I'm just going to add that. Thank you for your request. And then I'm going to copy all this, and I'll include this page in the link so you can just go copy the content. So we've already got that. Now here you can control the type of tag, the font family, if you want it bold, the color, the link color, if you want it to align, all of that stuff. We're going to center it. You can control all of the options here. Okay. Now next we're going to go back to content again, and I'm going to add a paragraph, and we're just going to drag it right under that. Okay. And then I'm going to copy all of the content for sake of time. I'm going to type all this out. So I'm just going to bold these so they look nicer, so we can, and then highlight tip. There you go. And that's all we need. Just basically telling them to click on the link provided in the email to get immediate access to the resource you've selected. If you can't find it, obviously check your spam and junk folder to ensure that you receive communications. Put the email that it's coming from. Here's ours, info@jmrealtytx.com. And then once you have that, you're going to click save, so we can save the draft. And then one thing I'm probably going to do is come over here to content properties and increase, let's see, the top padding. So I'm going to click more options, and I'm just going to push it down just a little bit like that. And you can type it in there too. We'll do 40 pixels. We'll click save, and then you can preview it as well. Say view. And there's a reason why we do this first. I need this URL. Okay. So we're previewing it. Looks fine. Looks great. All we need. And then we're going to come back. Okay. So we've viewed it. It's published. Okay. Make sure you click the publish button. I had already done it. And then we're going to highlight this URL because we're going to need it. And then now we're going to come back over here, click classic landing page. You can filter it out right here. Click select. And now this is going to pop up. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is give this page title. We'll just call it Buyer's Guide Download. Okay. You can go to advanced options. This is going to be the slug for the page. It's already gave it its own category. The meta tag description, we could say something like download your free, or download the ultimate, and put whatever Houston buyer's guide, for free. Okay, so you can do something like that, put your city, click save. All right, first thing that we're gonna wanna do is check out this form. We'll get to this stuff in a minute. There's a reason why we have already copied that thank you link. So we're gonna click on this form. Now, they need to fix this so you can update the redirect, because if you go to change it, you have to redo this form. So what we're gonna do is come in, we're gonna click on the form. You're gonna see select the form. So if you're creating a seller guide download, you would switch this to the seller form, or the renter guide, whatever it is. We're gonna click buyer. The URL after login, this is the redirect. So we're gonna put paste the thank you there. And then the hashtag is that anybody that submits their information, they'll be hashtagged. So I wanna hashtag them buyer's guide, because I'm gonna need that to start my smart campaign. And instead of doing the normal smart campaign that I have for buyers, I'm gonna do this one, which will have the other stuff, but the first email that's going to go out is going to send them. So you don't have to use Zapier or anything like that. You can use what they've got. You say add lead form. Now, if you had a form customized, it's going to replace it. And then we'll come through on customizing this. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is replace this logo. And so we're going to click on it, say change image. Now, one of the great things is now they've got it where you can save your photos in here. Before, they didn't let you do that. They just gave you the link and you had to copy it, and it kind of disappeared. So I already have the EXP logo. I'm going to say insert. And there you go. If you want to resize it, do any of that, you can do that. I'm just going to leave it as is for sake of time. Okay. Now we're going to change this text. So we're just going to come over here, and I'll include a link to this if you want to do it. What I generally do is I take my buyer's guide. Once it's a PDF, I highlight everything. I throw it in ChatGPT and tell it I need a title and a header, okay, for my landing page to download my buyer's guide. I need 4 points on why they should download it, what it's going to talk about, and then a subheading. And I give it this example so it knows what to type. So that way, whatever your buyer's guide is about, it's going to talk about that, because you don't want to just use this if your buyer's guide doesn't do that. And then what I love is anybody that partners with us at EXP, we give them buyer and seller guide resources. So if you're looking for something like that and even more training like this, definitely take a look at partnering with us. So we're just going to copy all these, try and do this as fast as I can. And then one thing I'm doing when I do this, I'm doing Control-Shift-V. I don't want to copy any markup, or you can highlight it and do paste as plain text. If you're on a Mac, it's a little different. I forget. It's like Command or something. So just watch out for that. So we're just going to highlight these points. And again, remember, it's not super serious. People are just going to download it because they have a free guide. So if you have an investor guide, new construction guide, a relocation guide, you want landing pages because we need to capture leads, and you need to stop giving stuff away for free without making sure that they gave you a real lead. So, okay, this is our last one. We got that done. Okay. Now the next thing we need to do is get rid of this ugly background. So I'm just going to click over here. If we go over to settings, just click anywhere. It doesn't matter, but settings. And this is the actual whole page settings. Okay. So page title, all that stuff. So this is where we'll put, download our free buyer's guide, something like that. You can put a description in there as well. Even though we already did it up here, you can do it here too. This is where you'll change a lot of things about the page. I want to change this background image because obviously that's not us. Now you can upload your own image. You just want to make sure it's a large image. So you could do something like 2000 by 1333 pixels. Or if you just come in here, you can search free photos, and I can say like home interior. And then you can browse through all of these free pictures. Okay. And then if you find one that you like, let's say I wanted to use that, I would say import. And it'll upload it to your drive, and then you would just say insert, and there we go. Now, because I'm using this, we would want to go settings and make sure we have some type of overlay. Let's see if they give us that option. Apply effects. And then I think here we can do maybe a filter option. Nope. Let's see. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a shape because we need to add an overlay. So we're just gonna hit the square. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. The zoom is down here, so I can just make sure I get this to fit. So I'm just gonna drag this up, make sure it covers the whole thing. Doesn't matter how big it is, it's fine. Then we're gonna say apply, okay? Then we're gonna click on this, click on it's a square, all right? And then we're gonna come to the little gear to edit it. We're gonna click opacity, and then we're gonna turn down our opacity. So that will give it that kind of thing and make the font easier to read. We'll say apply, we'll click save, and voila, our background will be edited, and then we're good to go. So no matter what type of picture you get, you can just adjust the opacity. So that's how you change the background. And if you already have an image that's like this, you can upload your own custom images as well. You just want it to be a large format image. At least 2,000 pixels wide, probably by at least 1,000 pixels high. I usually do 2,000 by 1333. Now, last thing we need to do is edit our form. So if you notice right here, there's a label at the top. You can see first name, last name. We don't want that. It's not modern. That's not how we do things. So what you're going to do is you're just going to delete the labels here. This is where you would change the labels if you wanted to say like your last name or whatever. That's what you would do. So hold on. Let me click the form again. All right. So I'm just going to, oops, click back. Sorry, keep clicking off. And then, why does it do that? See, there's little quirks with some of these, okay? And then see the list now. This is your download button. So I'm going to change that. And we're going to say download free guide now, okay? Get them excited about it. And then you can change the color of your button. For this, I'm just going to leave it for sake of time. But when I come in here to the button, I can come down here to button options, and then I can change the text color and the background color. I can change if it's aligned or if it's like this. So there's all the options for the button. Like I said, we'll cover all of those anyways. You can make it a curved button if you want, like that, to match the fields. So let's do like an 8, and then that's pretty much it. Now that we have this, we can say publish. All right, and then you'll just say view. Okay, and then, oops, hold on. I know what happened. Buyers, we'll just say it like this. Hold on, because I already have one of these pages, so I know what happened. Hold on. You guys will not have this problem, so just ignore it. So I'm going to say save, and then we should be able to view. There we go. Here's our buyer's guide. Now, we don't want this header, okay, because it is a landing page. We need them to focus. So this is where we can turn off the advanced headers. So we don't want to show header or footer. We'll say save. Save again, and then if we refresh this, boom, this is what we want, okay? If you want to leave the footer on, you can with all the privacy guides and things like that. But look how great this landing page looks, so much better compared to this one, okay? We at least can adjust all of this, and then they come in into their name, all of those things. We can make this wider if we wanted to. We can come in and adjust the width of this field. But I think it looks good. So now that we have our buyer's guide download, okay, this is what we would share if we're running ads to it. If you're sharing this on social media, that's what you would share. Now, if we test it out, let's go ahead and just test it out. Jacob Shireman. Let's do Jacob at jacobshireman.com. Okay. Download free guide. It should redirect me to the thank you page. Now, last step we have to do is we have to do our smart campaigns. So we're going to come over here to the little paper airplane. We're going to click smart campaigns. I'm just going to filter through these. Now, kvCORE gives you a lot of default campaigns. Use them. They're designed by marketing experts. So you can see I already have one that's there. So I will open that in a new tab, but I want to show you. So here's the default core default buyer new lead. So what you can do with this one is just clone the campaign. And then what we're going to want to do is status is new lead. And we want to say the hashtag is buyer's guide. Okay. Now what we're going to do on our other one, so our generic new buyer lead, is we're going to do the opposite. Status is new lead, hashtag is not buyer's guide. So on the one that just goes to anybody else that comes in from no matter what source, you want to say not as buyer guide, because then everybody's going to get on that there. If you did not have this, then your buyer's guide people would be on there. So we need this one to be on the default, and then the one for the buyer's guide will say is, okay? And then what we're going to do is edit that campaign. So give me 1 second. So here is the core default. So what we would do, let's just go ahead and do this together, and then I'll show you what mine says. Is when we do this, we want this to be our buyer's campaign. You're probably hearing my dog in the background. And this campaign is designed for a buyer, so you do that for the sellers. And then we would just say new buyer lead. And then I'm going to put via buyer's guide. Okay. And then always run. We're going to say no for now. And then we're going to finish. So now that we've copied this, now we can edit it. So instead of a text going out immediately, you could have the text with the link to the buyer's guide. We're going to remove that. Okay. I'm going to edit this first email. So you can add an action. So if you want that email to go out later, you can. But what we're going to do is create an action, and we're going to tell it to do immediately. So run immediately this action. And this is what we're going to do about emailing the link to the buyer's guide. So let me just show you what mine looks like. So right now, immediately, so I basically shifted the text, everything down by a day to start on day 1, not immediately. So what we can do is edit this. And here's basically what I did. Hey, first name, thank you for requesting download the Houston Buyer's Guide. Click the link below to download your free copy. And then I put the link to my Google Drive where the PDF is, okay? And then if you have regards, or if you have any questions about the home buying journey, please don't hesitate to reach out, and then my signature, okay? So we could just paste that in there, and then you'll put first email. So this is the name of the action, okay? From agent to contact, so it uses the correct email addresses, and then searching properties is what you can do, or, you know, download link to buyer's guide. Okay. And then you'll save your changes. And the moment somebody does that, thank you, it will kick that off. So we're basically just using the same campaign. We're just not having it start with the other one. We're having to immediately email out this link. Okay. And that's what we're doing. Or you can have this to be one that everybody gets your buyer's guide in the immediate time that they come into your CRM. So however you want to do it, but this would be the process to that. You just need to make sure that your default for new leads, for buyer leads, says don't send it if it is not buyer's guide. You only want this campaign to kick out to send them to the link, okay? Because it'd be kind of confusing. They didn't request anything if you just manually put in a link, okay? So that's how you would do that. This is the complete process. The only tip I would give you is if you're using Google Drive, make sure when you click copy link, let me go where that link is at. When you go to copy this link to the PDF, not the folder, but to the PDF, make sure you click on sharing, not copy link. And on sharing, you want to say that anyone with this link can view, edit that, and then copy that link, okay? And then anytime that you need to update your buyer's guide, you would just re-upload it to your Google Drive or your Dropbox, whatever it is. You would do that same thing, grab the link, and then you would just come here and update it and save. And then that way they're always getting the newest updated version. So that's it. If you need help with this, we can help you. Our company can help you set all this up. We can help you customize your kvCORE as well. We can build you a custom website, whatever you need. But this is how you would send out your buyer's guide, seller's guide. You would just create a landing page for each, copy the campaign for the smart campaign for the buyer or that type of guide, and then send it out. All right, so I hope you found this tutorial helpful. You know, it's my goal in every video to give you something that you can take away today and grow your real estate business. So if you have any questions about what I went over, drop those down in the comments below. If you need help with your kvCORE setup, or maybe you just rather have your own custom website that integrates kvCORE, we can help you with that. We have a full service marketing company. We do everything from web design, SEO, Google Business Profile, branding, video editing. We do everything that you need, and all that contact information is there down below. And if you want to get more training like this and access to it for free at no extra cost or split to you, whether you are an agent, a new agent, a seasoned agent, a stuck agent, a team leader, or broker owner who's just struggling to keep the doors open, we can help you. You can partner with us. There's a link down below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to take a look at bringing your brand over to eXp Realty, and you can keep your brand exactly the same. You just have to say now brokered by eXp Realty, and you can book that call with me. I will show you exactly what your business will look like here, and you can partner with me inside eXp Realty, inside the Wolfpack, and get all of those amazing resources as well as exactly what I offer as well. And there's more information down below where you can see videos about that as well. And again, if you want to keep seeing content like this to help grow your real estate business on the marketing side, then definitely keep watching. You want to subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.